voice of, yes, that's good. You will hear the voice of Sunil also helping us in the chanting.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Hari Om, yeah. Yeah, catch up with all of you. Just let's finish few verses today. Nice to see you all. Okay, let's see. Share and one second. Right, so here we have shared the document for you, and Sunil is going to read the verses, and also Sulochana is very familiar with the Narayana Kavacham herself, and like many of you here. So
कौन सा नंबर है?
मैं बता रहा हूँ 18
18,
18 same like you started, yeah. So we'll doing from 18th verse onwards. As you can see here, the 18th verse is up there. Okay, and let's start now. 18th verse. Come on, Sunil. Let's hear you.
Om Dhanvantarir Bhagavan Patvapathyat Bandvadvayat Rishabho Nirjitatma Yajnascha Lokadavatat Janantat Balo Ganat Krodhavashadahindraha.
So as you know the background, we have been seeing that how the Devatas lost their Deva Guru Brihaspati because of Guru Helam, insulting the Guru. Because Indra was seated in his throne and he was having all the regards and respects from all his followers. And when his teacher walked up, teachers are always very simple. They're dressed very simply and then they only have something. Indra did not even look. He didn't feel like standing up. When he knew he had come already, he didn't feel like standing up. He didn't feel like paying his regards. Brihaspati thought, let Indra continue like this. I don't want to feel any more bad and give him a shapa and all that. And quietly the Guru walked away. And as the Guru left, see, that is the Guru self control, where he could control his anger and also walk away from the scene because he doesn't want to get into that situation. Sometimes you may have to walk away. Your Vedanta is not meant to make you a human. It is meant you to be very smart, practical, and walk away when it is not going to work out. He did that. Right away, Indra felt a big loss of power. When a guru goes, you feel big loss. He felt Indra, what to talk about Devata, is such a sensitive person. He right away felt the big loss of his guru, and he became so powerless that even the Daityas, the Asuras, all came to know that the Devatas have lost their guru. And the Asuras were also glad that they have their guru, Shukracharya. So they went and consulted Shukracharya and took his advice, attacked the Devatas, and finished them. Devatas were thrown out of the Devaloka, and Asuras were already there. Oh, these Devatas who were drunk with power and with laws of everything, they didn't know what to do. They all rushed to Brahmaji, their grandfather. Sometimes parents are not very forgiving. You go to grandparents, the things get done. Okay, so get grandfather. Brahmaji said, we still have some hope, and at least now we have realized you may have to stop the arrangement. You may have to choose another preceptor, another Deva Guru. And he even suggested go to the son of Twashta and Rachana. Twashta is one of the Adityas. There are 12 Adityas. Tvashta is one of them. So he is a Devata. He was married to Rachana, who was a Asuri. She was a demoness. Yes. So the sun has both the qualities of a Devata and also an Asura quality. And Brahmaji warned, Tvashta's son is so scholarly, equivalent to Brihaspati. At the same time, he's got some cheshta of some asura, also some traits of asura also to bear with it, put up with him. He will get you out of this problem and make you again regain your kingdom. So this time they followed Brahmaji's instruction to the T and made sure Tvashta was there with them. And Tvashta performed a huge yajna, and that gave and that yajna was concerning Mahavishnu Narayana, and that gave back all the powers to the Devatas, so they could fight back and win their kingdom effortlessly. Just very easily they could do that. The question is asked now, Parikshit, how did they win so effortlessly? What was that Vishwarupa, who is the son of Tvashta and Rachana? What did he teach or what did he do? How did they get the powers back? What was the secret? The secret is he taught them Narayana Kavacham. And that is the background. So now that Narayana Kavacha we have been seeing, and we have seen until verse number 17, and today we have started with verse 18. So the continuation of how they got protected like a kavacha, like a real shield and sword, how they were protected with this kavacha. So in this verse 18, Bhagavan, Narayana in the form of Dhanvantari, may he protect us from going into wrong ways. Wrong ways is what? Patvapatyat. Apatyat raksha karo, Bhagavan. Patu apatyat. Huh? May Dhanvantari patu from apatyat. Okay. Then Dvandvad, because the extreme, Dvandva means extreme sense of, extremities. Extreme cold is also not good for South Kerala, the temperature. I'm in South Kerala, by the way, and Columbia, South Carolina. I've come this far because we have devotees here. I was in this city studying my master's, and from then onwards, I knew all the people here, Sunil and Sulochanaji and all. So that relationship is continuing because of Sulochanaji, Madhu, her husband was with us until last year, and also because of Swami Pratyagaatma. So that is a connection here. Otherwise, I would have been a student, graduated, and gone. But because we are all connected, to our scriptures in this way, I'm able to come back again. I know this is all happening only because of this Shastra and Guru. So what I was trying to say is extreme cold is also not great, extreme warmth. So this is the extremities of temperature. Likewise, extreme, harsha to the point that you don't know you are toppled in the floor. Somebody pulls your leg, you don't know that you're falling, and you're not grounded. Or extreme, shoka moha is also not good. So this kind of dvandvas are the ones which are tearing us apart. We are okay with that if our desires are not so binding. But when the desires are so pulling either this way, that way, and all that, that is when we commit some things which go against dharma and earn us papa, and that cycle keeps going on and on. So those dvandvas from those extremities may bayat from the fear of the dvandvas. You have so much fear of fear of dvandvas. You don't want extreme heat or extreme cold. Okay, you don't want to be extremely, what I should say, careless, or you don't want to be extremely alert to the point you always have a ninja stance towards the whole world. I hope this Puja Swamiji is good, ninja stance. Puja Swamiji, that. So you want to be always, balanced. If you're not balanced, may Bhagavan Bayat Rishabha, may Bhagavan Narayana in the form of Rishabha make me composed. Then Yajnascha Lokat. Loka Apavadat. Right? Whatever apavada means, whatever mistakes, whatever errors can happen towards this world and towards the world and the world towards you. May Yajna Purusha, Bhagavan Vishnu, Yajnena yajnamayajanta devaha tani dharmani prathamanya san tehanakam mahimana sachante yatra purve sadhya. So Yajna Purusha Vishnu Bhagavan, may he protect me from Lokahiranam. And Balaram, Bhagavan in the form of Balram, protect me Jana Apavadat. Janat, Janantat. Apavada of people, Manushya Krita Apavada. People commit mistakes, they do cause so much of hurt in us, and then they feel guilt, and they try to make this kind of a cycle keeps going on and on. So from all these Apavada, may Balrama protect us. Then Sesha, the Sarpa of Bhagavan Lord Vishnu, protect me from Krodavasha. There's a snake by name Krodavasha, means and it's Gana, its whole family. So from all these reptiles, and what can happen to me? May Bhagavan in the form of Sesha Sayana, Sesha, protect me. Okay, abhi continue karo. Please go to the next verse.
द्वैपायनो भगवान् प्रबोधात् बुद्धस्तु पाखण्डगणात् प्रमादात् कल्किः कले कालमलात् प्रपातु धर्मावनायोरुकृतावतारः.
Very nice. So, Dvaipayana is Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. May Bhagavan in the form of Vyasji protect me from ignorance. Right? Prabodhat. Then, like Buddha Bhagavan, Avatara, Buddha Avatara, protect me from Pakanda, means uh, cult. People fall into some cults. Some cult says that, there's no tomorrow. They say they believe in, what is this? Apocalypse. What is it? Apocalypse. They believe that the world is coming to an end. And they do all sorts, they kind of one fine day they're all found dead. Okay, there's so many religions are there. They believe in using drugs. That is a cult. Going high, getting high, and then thinking they're very spiritual. So many cults are there like that. And may Buddha Bhagavan protect me from becoming a member of that cult. Okay. Then may the special avatar in the Kali Yuga, the Dharma avatar in Kali Yuga, which is Kalki. May Kalki Bhagavan protect me from falling from Dharma. Kale, from the doshas of Kali Yuga. From the doshas of Kali Yuga, may Kalki Bhagavan protect me. So it's all Kavacha. Layers and layers of Kavacha. Not just one layer. There's so many layers you're building. In your language, you say, Sunil, this is what is called building redundancy. Redundancy. Okay? Okay, go ahead, continue.
मां केशवो गदया प्रातरव्यात् गोविन्द आसङ्गवमात्तवेणुः नारायणः प्राह्ण उदात्तशक्तिर्मध्यं दिने विष्णुररीन्द्रपाणिः.
Very nice. Divide the day into 6 parts. Early morning. May Kesha stands for Brahma. Then Kesh, stands, and A stands for Vishnu, and V stands for Shiva. So Keshava word is such a powerful word, including all the trinities. Keshava protect me in the Pratak Kala, in the morning time. Govinda, may Bhagavan in the form of Govinda with this nice basuri after, during the Sandhya Kala and later on protect. Narayana Pranha Udatta Shakti Prana. Before afternoon, before noon, may have Narayana protect me with this Shakti. Madhyandine. So when you're in the afternoon, Madhyana Kala Madhyandine, Vishnu Rarindra Panihi, with this chakra in his hands, may Vishnu Bhagavan protect me. So in the morning when you get up, think of Bhagavan, just say Keshavaya Namaha. Then a little bit later, when you think that, what to do and all that, you can do one thing, Govindaya Namaha. Then before afternoon, say Narayana Namaha. Then afternoon, you can say Vishnave Namaha. I'm just, these are some of the varieties in your everyday routine which we can do. But saying Narayana Kavacham once in the morning, every day takes care of all these things. Next sloka.
देवोपराह्णे मधुग्रधन्वा सायं त्रिधामावतु माधवो माम् दोषे हृषीकेश उतार्धरात्रे निशीत एकोऽवतु पद्मनाभः.
The third part of the afternoon, so before forenoon, noon, afternoon. Third part. Madhu Hogra Dhanva. With the Dhanva means what? With his bow and arrow, let Madhusudana protect me. Then Sayam, Tridhamavatu. Tridhamavatu means Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva combined in the form of Madhava. Madhava protect me. Doshe means in the evening. In the evening, Hrishikesha means Bhagavan Narayana in the form of Hrishikesha protect me. Utardharatre Nishita Ekovatu Padmanabha. Ardharatri Samay, let Padmanabha protect me. Padmanabha Namaha. And the whole night let Padmanabha protect me. Next one.
श्रीवत्सधामा पररात्र ईश प्रत्यूष ईशोऽसिधरो जनार्दनः दामोदरो व्यादनुसन्धयं प्रभाते विश्वेश्वरो भगवान् कालमूर्तिः.
After midnight and then before sunrise, you want to worship, you are seeking protection from Harihi, who has got Mahalakshmi as a Srivatsa. आपका गोत्र आपका Srivatsa last name. Srivatsa stands for Bhagavan Vishnu, and he's got that Sri in the form of this Rekha here, Mahalakshmi. And then Janardana Pratyusha, Ushat Kala. Sunil, Pratyusha is Ushat Kala. In Ushat Kala mein, Bhagavan protect me as Janardana hai. Then Damodara hai, Avyad Anusandhya, in the Sandhya Kala. Ushat Kala is before Sandhya, then Sandhya Kala. Finally, Vishweshwara hai, Bhagavan Kala Murti. He, as Vishweshwara hai, Bhagavan after the Sandhya, that daytime may Bhagavan protect us. Vishweshwara hai. Continue now.
चक्रं युगान्तानलतिग्मनेमि भ्रमत्समन्तात् भगवत् प्रयुक्तं दन्दग्धिदन्दध्यरिसंसैन्यमाशु कक्षं यथा वातसखो हुताशः.
Very nice. This is all Dandagdhi. Dandagdhi means may it get burnt. May Dandagdhi, very completely Nirmulam. Thorough Nirmulam, by burning Nirmulam. Who are you asking this? You are asking Sudarshan Chakra. Hey Sudarshana Bhagavan, Chakra Bhagavan, you are also a living entity. You make my enemies Nirmula, burn them down. That is the army of enemies. Let them all get burnt down. That is what is a prayer. You're doing Sudarshan Chakra. Because when Sudarshana is going around, the edges of the chakra, they're emitting fire. So this Sudarshan Chakra is such a powerful. And when something is going around, if it goes so fast, it is actually, causing friction with even the air and creating fire. So, and just like the real fire can burn down some dry grass and all those places, likewise, my army of enemies get burned down because of you, Sudarshan Chakra. This is a part of the prayer also. Maybe see enemies modern day we don't know. In Kali Yuga, We don't know how our enemies show up. In fact, they always show up in the form of flattering us. In Kali Yuga, they have got a very nice way of talking. So our enemies always come down and say, "Oh, what for you? There's no problem. You're doing so well. There's nothing to worry for you," and all that. They keep flattering us. And we want people like that around us. Unfortunately, we want people to do that for us sometimes. And you don't know that you get hooked up. If somebody is so flattery, then you have to, as a courtesy, hold the phone and keep listening to him or her, although the story may be nothing to do with you. Be- So in a way, your time is all lost. You know, time is lost. Your mind is lost sometimes. So we don't know whatever the enemy is in whichever form they come. We don't want their destruction, but at least we want our safeguard from them. That's what we are praying for. Let us go to the next verse.
चक्रं
हो गया अभी
युगान्तानलतिग्मनीनि
वही किया आपने
हाँ?
हाँ वही किया
हाँ,
गदेश
गदेश निस्पर्श
अभिस्फुलिंग
गदेश निष्पर्शन निष्पिण्ड निष्पिण्ड्यजित प्रियासी कूष्माण्डवैनायक यक्ष रक्षो भूतग्रहांश्चूर्णय चूर्णयारीन्
Churnaya, Churnaya. When you say again and again, repeat means you really want that to happen. Churnaya, Churnaya. Nishpindi, Nishpindi karo. Nishpindi means crush them. Crush them, crush them. Crush them. Because, see, now in the previous verse, we had asked Sudarshan Chakra to protect from enemies, army of enemies in this field of an operation, in this world. But we don't know, enemies might be hidden. They may be from other lokas. That is a list given here. Kushmanda, Vainayaka. These are all some of the ganas, Bhuta ganas, Vainayaka, Yaksha, Raksha, Bhuta Graha. Okay? All these are ganas, you know. And just now Shivaratri happened. Okay. So all these ganas, they also need some margadarshi. All these ganas need some margadarshi. Nobody wants to lead them. Okay. I'll give an example. It is like if you go to all these schools, everyone either wants people with the best, what I should say, SAT and whatnot, and all that, or they want people with the money. They should have money, or you should have the good scores and all that. But majority fall into neither category. Am I right? It will be 5% or 10% who are either having a lot of money or either having good scores. What about the 90%? So Shiva is the Margadarshi for them. So because nobody wants to lead them. Shiva says, don't worry, I'll take care of you. Okay? Because he has got the capacity, power and mercy, compassion. He has got he can give the long rope. He has the other end of the rope and all that. So he is there. So likewise, these ganas are there. So these ganas can also cause you trouble. Right? So when these ganas can cause you trouble, it is not from this world, from some other world. Let the gada, the mace of Janardana, gada of Janardana protect me, because when the gada moves, when the gada can create, when it creates a friction, what comes, the spark is like Vajra. It's just a spark, but the gada is so powerful that spark looks like the Vajrayuda of Indra. Such a powerful mace Bhagavan is holding. May that crush those other enemies, armies of enemies, and make them churnaya churnaya. Churna matlab kya hai? Churna matlab चूरन कर दो चूरन चूरन कर दो उसको. Make them powder. That's what it means. Next one.
प्रेतमात्र पिशाच विप्रग्रह घोर दृष्टिं दरेन्द्र विद्रावय कृष्ण पूरितो भीम स्वनोरेर्हृदयानि कंपयन्.
Hridayani Kampayan. may you create, create fear and shake the enemy's hearts. You know, who? The Panchajanya Shanka of Bhagavan Narayana Sri Krishna. You blow, you make a noise in such a loud, such a way that the enemies are shaken in their hearts. Right? Narendra Vipravaya, Krishna Purita. Because when Krishna is blowing into the conch, in Mahabharata, the enemies are really shaken. So may the conch do that job for me, so that here the list of enemies are what? A list of enemies, Matrika, Pitrika, people who pose, or magically pose as, mothers and fathers and whatnot, and Pishacha, all those other things, Vipragraha, Preta and all that. You see that? Let us go to the last verse for today.
त्वं दिग्मधारा शिवरारिसैन्य विषप्रयुक्तो मम छिन्दि छिन्दि चक्षुंषि चर्मं चन्द्रछादय द्विषामघोनां हरपापचक्षुषाम्.
Mahavishnu, as a warrior protector, is not just having four hands. He has got 8 limbs. Yes. And what is all he's holding? Usual chanka, chakra, gada, no padma, asi, knife, khadga, knife, and then shield. Okay, and then bow, arrow, and ankusha, pasankusha, robe. 8. So now we are talking about the sword and shield of the Lord. May the sword and shield of the Lord protect me also. May the sword of the Lord protect me. And how it is going to protect you? Because it is so sharp. Bhagavan's sword is so sharp. It's talking to the sword. Oh sword, you are so sharp. You kind of take care of all my enemies. Shield also. The shield is having the shine. Like thousands of moons are there. It is so shiny. It can blind somebody. So much of light from the shield. Oh shield, may your light be so bright that the enemies who are for no reason inimical to me, may they all get blinded by that light. That is what is told in this verse. So likewise, that is why it is called Narayana Kavacha. It is not called Narayana Kavacha for no reason. So we will continue next week.
It's different.
Yes.
Different from other kavachas.
Yeah, very. So, yeah. So what we'll do is, at this point, 26th shloka, 27th onwards, we'll continue and complete it next week. I'm traveling even next week, so I'll be somewhere else and giving the class next week. And what I want to say, one thing interesting is, हम कहते हैं ना, I tell our Bhagavan, इतना अस्त्र शस्त्र है हाथ में, जाकि आपको कुछ अस्त्र को रखने की जरूरी नहीं है. जैसा यहाँ रखते हैं ना, बंदूक रखते हैं, है ना. तो अब हमारा भगवान हाथ 10 हाथ से बंदूक लेके सब सब लेके खड़ा है आपको रक्षा करने के लिए, ताकि आप कुछ रखने की जरूरी नहीं. हम कहते हैं, okay, I told the Bhagavan has got so much weapons in his hand that so you don't have to hold one. Okay, see, that is all our तात्पर्य, our देवता तात्पर्य ये सब है, विज्ञान है सब है. तो इसीलिए तो हम थोड़ा बहुत शांत में रह पा रहे हैं. तो इतना तक बोल के आई विल स्टॉप हियर and we'll continue next week. But before that, I always have a second track in my class, which is Krishna Lila. So I'm closing my document. We'll see 5 minutes of Krishna Lila. And then I want to see everybody here and talk to them for a second only, so that I can go and have uh, something else here. So Krishna Lila mein, abhi we have been doing several Leelas of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. The Leela we have come to the point is Bhagavan's Ukkala Bandhan Leela, Ukkala Bandhan Leela, Damodara, where Bhagavan is tied, a rope is tied by the mother on his waist and tied to the mortar, and Bhagavan, rolls with the mortar, goes between the trees. That is a leela. I'm starting today. I'm only do 5 minutes. We continue every day. We just do a very small section of the leela. It will go on for so many days. So now Ukkala Bandhan leela. Bhagavan is walking towards his mother, Lala, Bala Mukunda Krishna. ऐसा ऐसा आके माँ के पास आ रहा है. माँ क्या कर रही है? Mother is churning butter from the milk, from the yogurt, from the chas, buttermilk. And then Bhagavan is walking, and then he's putting his hands on mother's shoulder because she was sitting. He could reach to the shoulders, and looking at her eyes. And then she thought he may be happy with the lond, with the ball of butter. He said, "No, I want to be fed. Yeah, I want milk." And because what comes from the shari, from your hand, it is what is coming from outside, and what is coming from mother's own body. That is what is Bhagavan wanted actually. So he wanted that, and she said okay. And then Bhagavan held this, stopped her doing the churning of the butter, because Bhagavan, the क्या तात्पर्य है इसमें, जितना you have done enough karma, because you have got me now. हम आ गए. So you have got me. It's a why do more karma? बस बंद करो तेरा काम को. अभी मैं आ गया मैं करके. Then Bhagavan is being fed by the mother. Mother is looking at Bhagavan's eyes, and Bhagavan is also looking at the mother's eyes. So Bhagavan, through his eyes, giving the amrita, the amrita of the devatas to the mother, and mother through her body is giving that milk to the baby. And like this is going on. Such a nice scene. But this scene did not go on for long, because if it had been only like this, then the Leela would not have happened. Where Bhagavan did some mischief, he was tied to the rope and all that. So what happened after that? The mother is also boiling some milk in the stove. There's nothing in the stove, right? Just kidding. So mother is boiling some milk in the stove. That milk is called Padma Gandha. Dudha. From thousands of cows, they milk and feed to 100 cows. And they milk from the 100 cows and feed that milk to 10 cows. They milk those 10 cows and feed that milk to one cow. And then when they milk the milk from that cow, it has got the gandha, the fragrance of lotus. That is called Padma Gandha milk. So it's a very expensive. More than A2. A square. A2 milk. So like that. So what I'm telling you, that milk, is boiling the stove. Now milk is going to be coming out. Then the bhaktas are saying, the milk is coming out of the stove or the pot just to see if Bhagavan will come, if they will also get an opportunity to be given to Bhagavan will drink. But when the milk saw Bhagavan is already getting full with milk from his mother, they became so sad, they wanted to overflow and commit suicide in the fire. What when the milk boils, it comes. The mother saw, she did, these stories and all she doesn't know. As soon as she saw the milk, she wanted to go and put off the stove. So she put Krishna Bhagavan away, forcefully. And that was enough. See, in the home, parents are all working. They say we are working 2 paychecks for a house just because we want to take care of you, we want to get you the best call and all that. But child doesn't care all that. All the child wants is one parent at least to be around, especially in that young age. So Krishna Bhagavan was no exception. When mother left him, pushed him away and went like that, that is when he started becoming a little wild. So what happened after that, we'll see that next week. Okay, so you'll stop here. And that is the second track we did for today.